bag. Let's go. Your bag. You better get your bag. Your bag. You better get your bag. Yeah. Your bag. You better get your bag. Your bag. Fuck what you heard. Now you gotta get in your bag. So when the cats ain't mad, don't try to bring my bag. You better get your bag. Your bag. You better get your bag. Your bag. Yo. The cat don't stop for nobody. Put up in a Porsche and I left in a Audi.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back. Today is Sunday, February something, and I got a lot of work to do today, so I'm filming this video in the morning and it won't be posted until later. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know, but it will be posted eventually. So today's video, you're gonna get my opinion on some stuff. You're gonna learn some stuff maybe, and yeah. So I'm just going to be sharing some things with you guys and then giving my brief opinion on them. These are things that I won't say like are in the media, but things that are going on. Some of them aren't even that deep at all. Some of them aren't deep. They're just things. And then one of them is pretty deep because y'all might have heard about this. But so yeah, as usual, I'm going to start light and then work my way up. So make sure that you guys subscribe. When you subscribe, invite a friend or 10 to come check out my channel and some of my content, and to subscribe as well because that's important. Make sure that you like and leave a friendly comment down below and share. And without further ado, let's get into the video. First thing that I want to give my opinion on is Ariana Grande's new album, Thank You Next. Just came out and I listened to it and I actually really like it. I think it's super good. I think it's like more upbeat than like some of her other albums, but it still is like Ariana Grande, if that makes sense. So like she's still talking and singing about the same things, but some of the beats are more like, yeah. My favorite songs are obviously the singles off the album, but then aside from the singles, I really like Fake Smile and I really like Ghostin'. So if you're not gonna listen to the album, listen to those two songs because they're good. I had something else to say about that. Oh, the video to Break Up With Your Girlfriend, I'm Bored or whatever. That was a good video. I like that Charles Melton was in it because he's a beautiful man. Next thing, Nicki Minaj dropped 3 freestyles. And I just like, I could have cried because do you know how long it's been since we've actually gotten like a freestyle from Nicki? And you only understand if you're like a real Nicki fan. If you're not, it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to give my opinion on them. It might be biased, but they're all fire, period, point blank. You can listen to them on Audio Mac, and basically she's streaming them. She's not getting paid for them or nothing like that, and that's why people are getting on my nerves with their hateful comments. She did a remix to Drip Too Hard. Hers is called Barbie Drip. She did a remix to Bust Down Tatiana. Hers is called Bust Down Barbiana. And then she did a remix to Meek Mill and Drake's Going Bad. And it's called Barbie Going Bad. And I just think it's crazy how she like diss them, because that's what people call it, diss them. But I just call it rapping, you know what I'm saying? But on their own like track. Now don't get me wrong, I love everybody. I love me some Meek Mill, I love me some Drake. But when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, like y'all gotta go listen to it so that way y'all can get like the same effect. It's just crazy. She said, when you lose the queen, oh, I'm not gonna say no bad words, so blank friendly, dog. It was just back to back like Wembley, dog. Back to back, like, you get it. And then she said, old boy and my brother tried to end me, dog. Y'all, I just was, this was me. But yeah, and then people were trying to say that she had some Cardi B disses in there, but she probably did because she said something. And don't get me wrong, I love Cardi B too, but you know what I'm saying, I could still be like, dang. But she said something like imitating Nicki or something like that. Y'all know I ain't learned the words yet, but imitating Nicki while your ghostwriter dissing me or something like that. And then there was one in there and she was like, you know, if I wanted some chicken, I go to Roscoe's. And you know, they're trying to say because, you know, Cardi B was like, why don't you chill with the beef and get some chicken instead, and all that. So I don't know, but they fire. That's all I got to say. and it just makes me excited and pumped up because that means that this next album is just about to be something. Because y'all know, if you're a real Nicki fan, you know when Nicki drop her freestyles, that means she on one. That means she... Anyway, okay. Next thing we're gonna talk about is Tory Lanez. He made Dax apologize to him. He pulled up on him and he was like, "Hey yo, say sorry." And this man really said sorry. And he was like out of breath. Looked like he had been running or something. I don't know. Tory Lanez pulled up in his truck. I mean, I probably would have been running too, but yeah, made him apologize. And guess why? This man is mad because Dax dissed him on his track. And for those of you who don't know who Dax is, look him up. He does like a bunch of music on like other beats and stuff like that. And then, you know, obviously he does his own music. He's actually not too bad. My brother kind of showed me him. I don't really listen to him, but like obviously I knew who he was because of my brother. So shout out to you, man. But so he made this track. And in it, he was talking about Tory Lanez. And he basically just was saying things like, you know, that basically Tory Lanez, he called himself the, what did he say again? The best rapper alive or some junk like that. You know, he called himself the best rapper. And, you know, basically Dax is just telling him, no, you're not. He was saying to, like, you know, J. Cole, and he named a few other people, you're inferior. And I'll put the clip so that way you guys can, listen to it.
My nigga, what is the criteria? All of that subjective like the prices in Nigeria. How can you compare yourself to all of your superiors? A Jay, Kendrick, or Cole, my nigga, you inferior. All for social media, you preaching to the choir. I was summoned by the greats, I'm here to force you to retire.
And everything he was saying was true. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that triggered Tory Lanez for some reason, and he was salty, and he pulled up on him and was like, yo, say sorry or else you know what's gonna happen or something like that. And Dax looked like he had been breathing. That's what I'm saying. He might have just, you know, scared him, pulling up in the truck like, we don't do that. And it was nighttime. But yeah, made him apologize. And then he was like, I got you, dog. I got you, dog. And then he was like, no, say sorry. And he was like, sorry, man. Like, I wish I would.
Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize. Apologize.
I got you, bro.
Apologize. Say sorry. Say sorry, nigga.
Sorry, G.
All right, bet.
I got you, G.
And then I feel like that just shows Tory Lanez's character. Like, it's the rap game. You know what I'm saying? We're all in this, well, not me, but y'all all in this industry together. You dissing people, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with it when you get this? I don't understand. I feel like it's no rules, you know what I'm saying? Don't pull up on him, make him apologize like your feelings hurt. I don't understand, but ain't none of my business, cause I sure ain't pulling up on nobody. But I said, made him apologize. Apologize for what? Speaking the truth? Like I said, I like Tory Lanez, but I feel like he's not necessarily like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He make good music. I got his albums on my phone, and I listen to them. But he's not a rapper. And darn sure not the best rapper alive. So we go down the list, because next thing I want to talk about is the Chris Brown and Offset thing. I'm just gonna talk about this real brief because it's too much. Too much. But this stemmed from, because as you guys know, and this is really sad. But you guys know that 21 Savage was God. But you guys know that 21 Savage was arrested by ICE because they're claiming that, well, obviously we know it's true now because people, you know, showed his birth certificate and everything like that, but because he is a citizen of the UK and that he overstayed his visa and everything else. But from what I've seen, this man has overstayed his visa for a while. and y'all just now coming to mess with him. Like, y'all already know I don't get into stuff like this because, like I said, people go missing, but that sounds fishy to me, and that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, you know, that happened and everything like that. And so people, before like we had actually found out that he was, you know, actually from the UK, excuse me, born in the UK and everything, people, you know, they were spreading these memes and all that. And you guys might have saw this stuff with like Demi Lovato and Wale and Lil Boosie. Like, she posted a meme, and it wasn't even like a bad one. And they were just like coming at her, and people were talking about, you know, oh, coming from the crackhead, and da 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 da. That is just like so rude. But anyway, that's not what this is about. So, you know, you got people posting these memes, posting these videos, posting all this stuff, right? And man, my throat is dry. And Chris Brown posted this video, and it's 21 Savage doing like the cypher thing. And then it has, what is his name? Big Shaq or whatever he called himself. He's rapping over the 21 Savage beat. And so if I can find it, I'm going to put it in here just like a little bit so that way you guys can know what I'm talking about. But you know, the guy that's like, you know, your dad is 44, whatever, him. And that's, I'm just going to put it so that way y'all understand.
Door. Your dad is 44 and he still call a man for a draw. Let him know when I see him, I'm gonna spin his jaw.
Okay, so then Offset goes and he comments and he's like, memes ain't funny, lame. Starting some stuff, because the way I viewed it, because like Chris Brown's caption, he was like, you know, stop playing with him or whatever, you know, stuff like that. I feel like, I don't think he meant no harm by it, referring to Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? I think he was defending 21 Savage like everyone else was doing. It's just that he had a different way of doing it. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Now, y'all might disagree, and I might be biased because Chris Brown is like the love of my life, but I don't know. I didn't, when I saw it, obviously I was like, hee hee, you know what I'm saying? It was like, what is going on? Like, you know, I laughed at it a little bit, like everybody else was doing, you know. Like everybody else had been sharing these memes and everything like that. Now, some of them weren't funny. Some of them were very disrespectful because, you know what I'm saying, he has kids here and everything like that. Some of them were not funny at all. But some of them, it was like, you know, y'all are annoying type of funny. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way I took it. I didn't take it as him being disrespectful, yada, yada, yada. Offset comments, then boom. Next thing you know, here comes Chris Brown. He comments, he says his piece, and he's like, you know, you lame, worry about what you got going on. If you're a real man, fight me. He told him some other stuff, as I'm sure y'all can guess. Just a bunch of stuff. And then Offset goes and he posts on his IG story, and he's like, cokehead don't want no smoke. I do. No, but he goes, cokehead don't want no smoke. So then, you know, Chris Brown, he just going. You done made him mad now. So then, you know, they in the DMs with it, and Offset, he's like, where you at, or something like that. I'll try to post those too, but it's a lot, like I said, so I don't know how much receipts is gonna be in here, but y'all can easily look them up or go into the shade room and boom, because I'm gonna use the shade room one because they like cross out like the cuss words and stuff, so I'm gonna use that one so that way it's kid friendly. But you know, and he's like, where you at? And Chris Brown gave him his address and everything, and he's like, you know, I'm not coming to your house. He said police. Now, some of it I didn't understand, but yeah, they was just going back and forth. You know, everybody was going crazy because Chris Brown leaked his own address because that man don't care. I feel like everybody knew where Chris Brown stayed, or maybe I'm just crazy, but it was nice to see like anyway, not that like y'all know where he stayed, but like it wouldn't have been hard to find because I mean, he posts pictures of it all the time, stuff like everybody knew that man been in that house for the longest. So you had females going crazy and everything. It was just too much for me. Too much. But so basically, Offset didn't want to catch his fade. He told Chris Brown that when he see him, he gonna slap the boo out of him, apparently. But I feel like we all know what's gonna happen, because you remember what happened the last time they were supposed to fight. Chris was minding his business, standing there minding his business. And then my thing is, if you gonna smack the mess out of him like you think you is, do not try to bring then Quavo and take off with you. Don't do that. This 101. 101. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk it like you talking. See what I did there? But yeah, anyway, next thing I'm gonna talk about, I got two more things I want to talk about. Next thing I'm gonna talk about is Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I know y'all probably like, why are you talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine? Dude, oh, I only want to talk about it because Meek Mill made a comment here recently, and it had me thinking about some stuff. So, as y'all know, 6ix9ine, he's sitting in a place that nobody wants to be sitting in, called jail. And he's in there, and here recently, people call it snitching. But he took a plea deal. He pled guilty. And, you know, people are like, you know, oh, the fact that he pled guilty means that he talking. You know what I'm saying? And so people are upset about that. Like, you got a few people, Boosie said something about it. A few rappers and stuff like that who are obviously highly against the Snoop Dogg, highly against that snitching. I'm doing this because of what I'm gonna say about it, snitching. So you had the one man, I can't think of his name, but I'll put a picture. The man posts like a clip of a song him and 6ix9ine got, that he's like, you know, I'm gonna release it if I get X amount of comments. Meek Mill comments, he's like, oh, he's snitching now, we don't want it, or something like that. And I feel like I can understand where some of these people are coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm not in no gang, I'm not in no streets, I don't got no snitch code, nothing like that. That didn't even make no sense. But some of them, that might be more close to home for them than for others. You know what I'm saying? They might got a homie sitting up in prison right now because he was holding them down, you know what I'm saying, type stuff. And that's what I mean by that. And so, like, when he said that, I was like, dang, like, oof, because Meek Mill, that's Meek Mill, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna put a screenshot there where you guys can read exactly what he said. But the only thing that I want to say about that is, because obviously I like 6ix9ine, I love his music, I be teed, I be getting a headache, all that. My thing about it is, he's young, you know what I'm saying? And he said before that, you know, he was only doing all that just to boost his career, you know what I'm saying, get his views up, get his money up. And, you know, Meek Mill has said a thing one time, and I, like, completely agree with this. He was like, you know, once you got that money, once you got that base, all that trolling stuff, you don't even have to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's facts. But, obviously, he didn't realize that. And so now he is where he's at. And, you know, as far as him snitching, I feel like he's young. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what was going on up in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, because the police is like, some of them police are just like very they do too much sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have been in there doing anything to him and nobody cared, you know what I'm saying? Anything. And everybody has a breaking point, you know what I'm saying? And again, you know, he's young. And then he's probably thinking about, you know, the fact that he has a child, you know what I'm saying? Because they was talking about giving this man 25 to life. You know what I'm saying? That means everything's over for him, period. And so, I feel like I don't know what I feel like, but that's just my like little opinion on it, is that, you know, there might be like lots of reasons why he did what he did. You know what I'm saying? Not just to break no code. Because, I mean, he went a while, you know what I'm saying, without doing the snitching or whatever y'all want to call it. You know what I'm saying? He sat in there for a while trying to get bail and everything like that, and they wouldn't give it to him. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to break that man, and obviously it worked. And I feel like that's just the way that the system is. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't be on his case like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I get, well, I don't get, because I don't know nothing about all that, but I guess I can understand and I can see why, you know, some of y'all are mad and stuff like that. But I feel like that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all should be focused more on like the system side of how they try to break people down into, you know, just becoming something that they're not, type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. I don't. But then again, I don't know nothing. He could have just been ready to tell. I don't know. But I feel like, obviously, as long as it went on, that he had a lot that he was trying to weigh out in his mind. And so, yeah. If I'm ever in that predicament, which I won't be, you know what I'm saying? You never know what could happen. You know? He might have been in there getting beat up every single day. It just comes to a point where you get tired. Or, you know, people just, I don't know. But last thing we're going to talk about is Gucci, Moncler, and Prada. I know y'all probably heard about some of this. So I'm gonna do it quick because the video is getting kind of long. But, you know, they're doing this whole blackface thing, and you got people boycotting them, like T.I., Spike Lee, Soulja Boy. You know, kind of big influencers are boycotting. Joe Budden's also boycotting. And from what I've heard, it's for 3 months. But I feel like people like T.I. and stuff like that, I feel like it's just done. You know? But I feel like, obviously you have to start small. But I think, I don't know what I think, but yeah, from what I've heard, it's supposed to be boycotting for 3 months. And so basically, for those of you guys who don't know what the blackface is, it basically stems from 19th century. And you had, you know, well, again, like, you know, popularity, I should say, in the 19th century. And you have, you know, white people who would do plays and shows and things like that with this so-called blackface. And it was basically mocking black people. It was obviously used by non-black people. And, you know, it was this idea of, you know, the dark skin, putting on the red lipstick, making the lips look super big and everything like that, because, you know, apparently all black people have really big lips, and all of that. And so I'm gonna put the pictures of them so that way you guys can see what it is as well. And what I think about this is, it's just a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one big designer thing, not two, it's 3, probably more. I think it's kind of, oh my gosh, it's like on the tip of my tongue. It's kind of blank towards, you know, the people in the black community that actually support, you know, these designer places, you know, like Gucci, spend a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of just like a slap in the face, even though I can't afford Gucci, Prada, Moncler, none of that, but it's still, you know, it's just a hot mess. And I feel like that's very, very disrespectful. And I feel like when the stuff was being made, y'all knew what y'all was doing. You know what I'm saying? Then gonna try to apologize for it. And no. Like T.I. said, apology not accepted. Even though I can't afford it, I still know that's a hot mess. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things you don't do, and that's one thing. Because everybody knows that the blackface is like derogatory for the black community. It's very offensive to the black community. So, yeah. That's all that I have for today. Hopefully you guys might have learned some stuff, or not learned some stuff, but I don't know. But hopefully this sparks, Lord have mercy. Hopefully this sparks some discussion for you guys, especially maybe like with the Blackface, or maybe like, you know, 6ix9ine snitching. What do you guys think about that? Things like that. Leave that down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, especially if you made it this far, because I know it's kind of long. What else? Subscribe, like, and share. And that's all that I have for today. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Come on. Put your glass in the air. Let your hair flow everywhere. It's the anthem of the year.